Hi teachers. Okay, I haven't actually done a vlog in a couple of days. Yeah, a couple of days, and I've only done 2, so I wasn't really forcing myself to get around to it. Anyway, I am super excited. Okay, so here's the thing. First of all, I just want to point something out. I have a sort of borderline obsession when it comes to teaching. I really love the sort of academic and psychological approach or rather aspects of teaching. It's, I don't know, like, okay, so I want to first explain quickly for, just in general. I started studying nature conservation and animal rehabilitation as a trade qualification. So it's very similar if you were to consider if someone is doing learning how to become a mechanic or an electrician or something like that. It's a very similar qualification or a very similar teaching model. So basically we did all of the relevant theory. I mean, we didn't miss anything that I would have gotten in university had I gone there. But something that really worked with me is the practical aspect. So instead of us just learning about animal health and how to care for the animals and how to fix fences and maintain the vehicles and the roads and the condition of the veldt and all of that stuff, we didn't just learn the theory and then had to go and do the practical afterwards. Our theory and practical kind of went completely hand in hand, and it was unbelievably amazing. If I think about it afterwards, I have a bunch of friends that at least, okay, I'll say about, like, I've spoken to some of my friends who did the university thing, and what happens quite often, especially if it is a very stringent academic course, it's so harsh and so critiqued everything that you do that they kind of lose at some point some of their passion. I think once they get into the workplace and they're forced to actually physically do the things that they were learning, it becomes better. But they definitely find a dip in the process. And this is something I realize now. I'm sitting on my bed, so every time I wobble, the camera is going to wobble. But anyway, so what I'm saying is I completely skipped all of that by doing a course that was, so the sales pitch was a 70-30, so 70% practical and 30% theoretical. The thing is so much of your practical is dependent on your theoretical that you can almost not even share it like that. You still do an insane amount of theory. If I think back, there was stuff like we started with we had the animal care project, and we started with a quarantine project, we started with a breeding project, and suddenly we weren't just doing the animal care, we were doing the reproductive care, we were doing the change in feeding because you're trying to breed, specifically breed with the animals. We participated in like you go to the, what do you call it, auctions, and you experience the auction firsthand. You experience being a person who's selling something in the point I'm trying to make is I was in my second year and I got an opportunity to assist with some of the teaching. Because I was a little bit older than the other students, I think it made it easier to have me as an assistant teacher for some of the first year students. And I think from that moment I just absolutely fell in love with teaching. I just fell in love with it. By the time I was a third year, I got the opportunity to actually be responsible for second year training, and it was unbelievable. And literally I feel as though I learned so much more as a teacher than I did as a student. As though, it's easier for me to consume things if I have to translate it for someone else. So I have a passion, a really big passion for teaching. I love it. I don't care what you want me to teach as long as I have the opportunity to share information with people, because on a completely selfish level, I get so much out of it. So much. Anyway, so one of the things that I dived in head first, I actually want to check here. My housemate's dogs are misbehaving again. This is standard procedure. I mean, they're babies. The one is barely 1 and the other one is 2. So I just want to very quickly I want to see here. Sorry, I want to check here. I just want to see exactly when I uploaded the very first video. It's a week ago. Yeah. So I uploaded the first video a week ago, and I kind of it went well, and then it kind of took a dip, and then the video that I uploaded yesterday I didn't feel good about it. It's not fantastic. So I started today. I kind of just sit and revisit. What am I trying to do? Why am I doing it? How do I think I should be doing this? And I had an epiphany. So one of the things I did is I went and I scoped around to see what other people are doing. So I went and I looked on Skillshare and I went and looked on Udemy. These two, Skillshare and Udemy, are two of the biggest online training platforms for, I kind of want to say, soft skills without insulting people who are incredibly professional and very, very, very good at what they do. But it allows for anybody to make a course about literally anything. And they have these fantastic guidelines of how they expect their educators, their teachers, their online trainers, how they expect them to make these courses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tweak the approach a tiny little bit. And I'm going to create a course for Udemy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, I'm going to put it on Udemy, and then I'm going to put the practice place on my Moodle website on uplearn.co.za. And then I'm going to do the how I made these videos and put that on my YouTube channel. Because that way, if you want to see the actual class and how to actually participate in it, you're going to have to go onto Udemy. But that's fine. I mean, it's not the end of the world. And then the process of how I did it is going to be on YouTube. So if you still want to know how I processed it and how I went through everything, you can still go and see the channel on YouTube. I'm obviously going to carry on. If I feel inspired about a specific topic, I'll still chat about it on YouTube and do the vlogs and maybe talk about how I did stuff and changed stuff as I go through. But yeah, the biggest thing is understanding structure. This is something that was actually when we did our adult education courses, we did basically, there was 3 courses, and then there was they have a ball, and okay, correction, they have 4 balls, 4, but they only play with 1 at any given point in time. They are like children. They are literally like children. What was I saying? Oh gosh, and then we did an additional, you had the option to do additional two courses. So what it is, the first one was facilitator. So it is literally being able to just share the information, the knowledge that you have with people in a structured manner. The other one was coaching, so sort of more the practical aspects, whereas the facilitator is a little bit more the theoretical aspects. And then there was the assess one, where once you've been able to give the class to learners and share the information with them, how do you assess the learners to make sure that they actually consumed and retained the information that you shared with them, or that they're able to do the stuff that you showed them how to do when you were doing the coaching sessions. The other courses, the two additional ones that I speak of, the one is a moderator course. That one was, I feel as though it was even more valuable than the assessor, facilitator and coach courses. Although it's one of those situations that you should probably do the others first before you do it, because it gives you specific kinds of insights. And the moderator is just literally the ability to review and provide advice and insight to someone who's doing the course so that they can adapt and improve their course as time goes by. And then the other one was the design and develop courses. So it is literally a course teaching you how to design and develop courses. Now the neighbors are yelling at each other. Sorry, not okay, at least the neighbor is yelling at her children, which is pretty much the same as us yelling at the dogs. The design and develop one, now I want to point out that this is all on the practical, or sort of the post-school non-university qualifications. They sort of work on this, so it is for adults, and but it's not, you're not like suddenly a professor or something like that just because you've done these courses. The design one helps you to provide a structured design situation for yourself, or to assist other people by adapting and improving the courses for them. And the thing is, all of it is so, I don't want to say stringent, but it is all dependent upon structure. And this is something that because I jumped in a week ago and I went, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I really didn't pay attention to structure. But I think in terms of like it being part of the process, part of the learning process, that is important. I had to first become a little bit what is the word when you there's a word for it, disillusioned. I had to become disillusioned with the whole concept first to find out what it was that I was doing wrong. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to this, sort of the evolution of the project. And yeah, I hope to share as much of it as I can with everybody. I'm going to continue with the little, person's face hovering in the corner videos, and yeah, this is going to be fun. So, same as usual, stay safe. I hope that this was enlightening at the very least, and we will speak soon.